8:15. I don't reckon it went much below that last night.
No way it went below 30 last night. Yeah, we had a very, very warm night, but that's what we expected going over the top during the hot months. Lots of flies, lots of bugs. We had a bit of a mare last night trying to put the mosquito screen up, and yeah, but we made it work, and we are now off to
Mataranka. There are some hot springs there, but I couldn't think of anything worse right now than getting in a hot spring. Sulphury, smelly, hot. You lost me there.
Right, I'll see you then. Petrol stop, and there's a doggo. It is a doggo. Hello.
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 Day 3 on the road. We've done 1,862 kilometres since we left Townsville, and we thought we'd do a quick section on what to expect whilst driving over the top. There are a few things, one of which is about to happen right now. There is a thing where you just wave or acknowledge passing vehicles and get shot down. That was a road train. You don't usually do that, right? There's camper van here.
Camper vans normally.
Right, let's see. 2 fingers. Yes, got a full hand off the wheel. Nice.
This is the most vehicles we've seen.
This has been the most faded. So yeah, expect the disappointment of waving and not getting anything back, because the majority of people don't wave back. But we've heard the rule is you just acknowledge people, and it's nice when you pass in the car. You just, oh hey,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's a good feeling.
Especially when you don't see one for like 3 hours.
No, when we left Mount Isa, we didn't see anything for literally 4 hours.
Yeah.
Nothing.
This road is a lot busier.
The second obvious is this thing that's now stopped working on the window, because the 37-degree 12:15 sun is lasering through the window sideways and giving me a bit of sunburn. I have put cream on twice. Yeah, that's not fun. So expect that.
The other one is trying to guess what the hell is in the roads. I can't.
That's a car, yeah. Nothing. Wow. Wow, that was rude.
Oh.
So rude.
The other thing is trying to guess what's on the road. Because the roads are so long and straight, you see things in the distance and you don't know what they are. And
You get a heat haze off the road. Distorts it.
So you can either have termite mounds that look like wallabies or roos on the side of the road. You can get a car that comes towards you, but it looks like there's something big in the road that's not a car. You can get birds, loads of birds of prey. They do normally move quick enough.
They're scavenging off all the dead things on the road, like snakes and lizards, and bringing us to our next point is birds. So we've probably killed 4 birds now, 2 of which I've had to pluck out of the grill. One made it all the way through to the radiator, the other one was just sort of wedged in there. I don't know what they do, they just
fly into your car.
They just dive on the car, yeah. So that's not very good. Bugs, the windscreen.
The windscreen is just constantly filled with bugs, splatter.
And some of them explode. Yeah, they hit the window and explode. So we have to clean the window off, and sometimes using the wipers doesn't help because you're moving so quickly. The bug hits, blows up. It's 37 degrees. It dries. You smear it with the windscreen wiper, it just makes a mess. We made that mistake early on. We've not done it since. So now I've got a bottle of window cleaning spray, and every time we stop, just get out, spray the window, wipe it off. It makes it so much easier. So I definitely recommend that. Don't use your windscreen wiper all the time. No, it's a royal mess of it. Lots of, especially when we left Cairns, lots of burnt out or abandoned cars just on the side of the road, like with smashed windows, airbags gone off. Apparently they've got a big problem with like car theft and joyriding in that area, but I think it could be more common than just that area.
Yeah.
So for maybe 300-400k, we just had car after car every couple of kilometres on the road. quite difficult to get a video of them because they go by so quick, or by the time you've spotted it, because they're like hidden.
Yeah.
I guess it's where they run out of fuel or they crash it. By the time you spotted it, it's really hard to film, but so many, didn't expect that.
And the further out you go, I found that the cars looked worse. Like, it looked like they had just been torched, along with the rest of the trees in the area. Some of them like the older parts.
Yeah, they've just been left. I don't know whether it's because of the insurance, whether people, they've got only third-party insurance, and something happens to the car, engine blows up, or something, they just, well, I can't recover it, I can't fix it, I can't afford to, I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah.
And just abandon it in the bush, which is sad, but it's one of those things.
Yeah.
One of those things. Yeah, so those were just what we had a little bit of a thought. Some things to expect in the bush whilst driving through the middle of Australia.
Oh, and make sure you download loads of music, because you won't have any signal.
So
Yum.
for lunch, we're having quesadillas type things.
4 kilo of mince, split it into 3 dinners and 1 main meal.
Lunches,
3 lunches, that's it, and then 1 main meal. Pulled over, got the awning out because it's roasting hot. Got the towels out to dry.
Yeah, you can't mess with the Australian sun to try and find shade as much as you can.
This does help, it amplifies the wind. So.
Oh yeah.
We're rolling strong. Cool, gonna stay to that.
So the one thing we weren't expecting whilst driving over the top is the green. Like, there's just so much green everywhere. I was expecting like red dirt and desert, but no.
So we've come to find the Mataranka thermal pools, and it's like a ghost town in here.
Because it's thermal and it's 35 degrees outside.
You've got a real bill in your bonnet about this. I don't quite get Kristen's being really opposed to this idea. Hot springs there, but I couldn't think of anything worse right now than getting in a hot spring. Sulphury, smelly, hot, you've lost me there. It's a natural thermal pool in the LC National Park. We've been driving for 3 days straight. And yes, it's a thermal pool, so it's meant to be 34 degrees on average, and it is 34 degrees outside according to the van. So, oh, you're joking. Ah, this is why. This doesn't say this online. Looking great. Ah. Oh well. It's game over for that then. 6 kilometres in the car for nothing. Right, we'll try the other one. There's another one round the corner called Bitter Springs, so we'll give that a try. Great.
So I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is water. So
That'll be why it's quite
yeah. I'm guessing it's because when it's flooded there's probably going to be crocs. Hence the signs, but yeah. Not ideal. Look at the termite mounds. One, they're huge. All the way up. There's ones with t-shirts on and whatnot. And then every now and again you get to a stretch where it's properly dressed up. We decided to go straight through Catherine because we're coming back down to Catherine after Darwin to go across. And we saw this place online and so we check it out. We're not too far from Darwin. Tomorrow morning we should be in Darwin.
2 hours 45 minutes.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Nice morning drive.
Yeah. But for now, we will enjoy our food. Good morning. So today we are now off to Darwin. It should take us just under 3 hours. Last night was good. We stayed at a rest area.
It's a bit rough looking.
Yeah, it's not the best. It hasn't got any amenities or anything like that, but it doesn't matter. It's a place to stop. It was a lot cooler last night, which was so nice. Like now it's 28 degrees instead of 38 degrees. So yeah, today is going to be a sort day. We're going to go to the laundromat, get all the laundry that we need doing done.
It's everything in it, bedding, towels.
Yeah, clothes.
It's just been, for the first couple of nights, we were just sweating into the bedding, a bit stinky. So.
Yeah, so that all needs doing.
Bumps.
And then we're going to do some admin work on vlogs, and then gym.
Today?
Oh, we don't.
It's probably our first if we can do it. But, no, we can see.
But yeah, let's see. We'll take you on. It's time to use the jerry can. How far are we from Darwin? 100 and something kilometres.
111 kilometres away from Darwin. But the reason we're using this is there is a petrol station over there. But the reason that we're using this is because fuel is really expensive outside of the major towns.
Yeah.
And we picked this up at 1.82 a litre, and the last town that we passed was 1.62, so that's 80 cents a litre more. So for 10 litres, $8 more. So this is $16 cheaper, this actual can, than what we would have had to pay to fill up. So we know that this will get us 235 kilometres roughly. Darwin's only 111 away, and in Darwin the fuel is cheap again.
Yeah.
So tactically planned it so that we could use all of our fuel to get there. So we did a little top up, didn't we, at Tennant Creek?
Yeah.
So we actually drove 20 kilometres to top up with $2.04 fuel.
Instead
we only
of
did like half a tank with that.
40.
Instead of $2.45. And then the last one that we drove past, $2.68.
Well, we've arrived in Darwin. We have done our laundry. And we are desperately trying to find somewhere that we can camp for this evening.
The place that we plan to go on Park tonight has got a massive sign right in front of the door, no camping. So we can't stay there, so we've just been looking for other places to go. We've come up to Lee Point, which is right at the top, north of like the Darwin area, so we're as far north as we can be, and there's the sea, which we haven't seen for quite a few days. Yeah, it's also got no camping signs here as well, so
yeah.
Still thinking what we're going to do. We'll get there.
Yeah. Plan for this afternoon is just to edit and have a bit of a chilled one.
We're not going to stay in this sun for too long though.
No, it's very warm.
Too many cream on.
Yeah, I did, yeah. This is the wharf. That's Darwin. The next season of sharing our food with birds.
Trying to pick it all up at once.
Yeah.
And a dead fly.
Oh, maybe he's taking it to his baby.
Probably is. I thought I heard a chicken going on over there.
After searching for a few hours, we couldn't find anywhere safe to free camp, and the majority of campsites were closed due to the time of year. But we did find this great park called Oasis Tourist Park, which was $40 per night. The shower blocks were super clean, the pool was amazing, and they had barbecue facilities, laundry, and the space itself was just beautiful.
I like crust buns, but
There's caramel in it.
I just had the caramel. Onions, complete. For dinner. Fusilli.
$1.
I think we've done quite well.
Not bad.
Good morning. We are super tired this morning. We did sleep well. Did you sleep well?
I think so, yeah.
But I think it was just one of those like super deep sleeps that slept through my alarm for the first time in a long time. Today we are off to a crocodile zoo place.
Crocodylus Park.
Crocodylus Park. So we've got to get there quite early. We've booked a river cruise to see the crocodiles in the river for 11. But we want to get there before and have a look around. So we woke up early to go to the gym. We were going to do legs, but we're not feeling legs, so we're going to do a pull session.
It's going to be too tight, I think, for time as well.
Yeah.
Traffic bollocks going into town as well.
Yeah, traffic is not the best in Darwin.
There's only like one road in and out, so
Yeah.
the Palmerston City, everyone who comes to work in Darwin flies across,
Yeah,
and vice versa. So there's nothing coming out. The opposite carriageway is empty.
it does.
Everyone's clearly just going in. Oh well,
Right.
it's what it is.
See you then. They scare me so much. Yeah, you could. Well, they're flightless, so you'd have to jump pretty high.
Crocodylus Park is home to hundreds of crocodiles, exotic and native wildlife, and also a museum. The crocs here have either been severely injured, such as a loss of limb, and wouldn't survive in the wild, or they've attacked people and were at threat of being killed. They cannot be put back after being captured, as highlighted by our guide here.
Darwin, like boat ramps, cattle stations and barra farms. So we don't catch and release saltwater crocodiles because they are very territorial. Doesn't matter how far away that you capture them and how far away that you release them. That crocodile will eventually find their way back to the spot that we captured them.
I think it's probably for my temperature. Always 1,000,000 degrees.
It also could be like a certain smell that you've got on you, so like a cologne.
No, none of it. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
There you go, it's just
I don't smell
Pure
like,
sweat.
I don't smell like all this artificial rubbish that everyone wears, huh?
And I've gone for just a plain beef.
Wedgeosaurus from an air fryer. Oh, they're hot. Hello.
Hello.
Little bit of a finish up debrief for Crocodylus Park. Great day, really, really good. Well worth the entry price, which was $44
Oh yeah.
each, and then the additional
Jumping cruise.
that additional was $18. Awesome place, really well done, really nice, friendly staff that full of knowledge.
Yeah.
The jumping crocs was incredible. Going out in the boat and having them jump up next to you, they were hitting the boat. They were getting real pissy because they weren't getting their chicken. Yeah, it was epic, and she made sure that everybody got to see. Really well laid out park. Got to hold the snakies.
Yeah.
Got to hold the baby crocky.
Yeah.
All included in the entry price.
Yeah, you don't have to pay any extra to hold them.
Nope.
It's all included, and they give you the times when you arrive, so you know where to be at what time. And they had way more stuff than I thought they were going to. They didn't have any koalas. I might Google why ones up here don't have any koalas.
No, I don't know if the koalas are popular in the NT. I don't know if are they native up here.
I don't know, maybe not. I'll have
It's
it
too
Googled.
hot for us. It must be too hot for them. It's saying 38 on the dash at the moment. And I checked the weather app and it said feels like 40. And it now says feels like 41. It is warm. It's a little bit overcast as well. And there's a nice breeze every now and then. But
Yeah.
when you miss it, it's hot. I don't know whether we look burnt or not. I can't quite tell.
Are we going to go into the pool
Yes.
and cool off?
Yes.
But yeah, it's definitely worth the money. Definitely worth paying extra for the cruise.
Yeah. Just make sure you keep your arms and legs inside the boat.
Yeah. Don't stick your face out.
The woman got told off a couple of times because she kept like leaning on the rail, and the guide, she was well hot on it. It was like, no,
Yeah.
put that in. I had the GoPro on the stick, as you can see, and I could hold that out. But when there were a few around, there's a bit of a territory thing going on. But when there's a few around, I caught one or two looking at me and the GoPro. And is that anything sticking out of these boats? Is that fair game?
Yeah.
Apparently it is. So we have to be careful with that. But it meant that we got the footage we got. And if the GoPro got eaten by a croc, then
So be it.
worth it. Yeah, so we're going to go back and chill this afternoon now. Nothing to do now. It's 20 to 3.
Yeah. Chill in the shade.
Yeah, shade, pool.
See that? Stir fried rice it is today. With sausages. And lots of veg.
You won't like them.
Good morning. So a big spanner thrown into the works this morning. We thought, let's check the route. Google Maps is absolutely diabolical when it comes to Australia, so if anybody uses Google Maps, don't.
It's been consistently bad the entire time, taking us to roads that aren't roads. That, yeah, you can get down with a tractor, but well, you saw that one when we tried to turn around to the detour on the A6,
and it doesn't,
and the A6 was open.
yeah, it doesn't update road closures very well. Apple Maps does. So when I checked the route, we'd have to go all the way down, close to Adelaide, to come all the way back up, just to get to that little border on the Western Australia.
So in short, the Victoria Highway is closed for around 300 kilometres, where the river, I think the Victoria, at Timber Creek burst its banks and has just caused havoc. It was closed 3 days ago, by the looks of it. 3 days ago?
It's been closed and open.
Yeah, since the wet season, it's been consistently open and then closed. So is like parts of the Stewart Highway, which runs north to south. But we can't get through it, and we don't know how long it's going to be. We've had a look on the Northern Territory's websites, the government ones, and the WA ones. The WA side is fine, but the NT one is not, and we don't know how long it's going to be closed for. I tried to ring a number on the Facebook this morning. It just goes to an automated thing that just repeats to you what's closed.
Yeah.
And then there's loads of comments on there sort of looking at time frames, because there's lots of people waiting in Darwin to be able to get back to WA via that route, and there's trucks and things that are struggling to get to places, and they're looking at permits for heavy goods vehicles to go to the isolated communities, which isn't a good sign. So we are now at a bit of a crossroads. We need to decide whether we're gonna stay in Darwin and wait it and see what happens, or if we're just gonna drive down the middle towards Adelaide into South Australia and then go across the Nullarbor at the bottom.
Yeah, we're at the end of our budget really. We've still got a good healthy budget, but we're coming to the end, so we need to look at what's most cost effective and what would work time wise for us,
whilst also bearing in mind that that is another epic chapter to add to the journey.
Yeah.
And the reality of, we were going to miss Uluru anyway, because we would probably just sail when we were in WA. We'd just fly out to Alice Springs and do like a holiday there for a few days in the cooler months.
But
if hand's going to be forced, then
yeah,
we may as well go down there now. And then instead of doing the North Australia, Exmouth, Ningaloo, Broome,
we do the south.
We'll have to do the south,
which is Esperance, Albany, which I wouldn't mind so much. I'm also a big believer on things happen for a reason, and don't force something if the universe is telling you not to do it. And so far we have had so many pushbacks of like different road closures, or your maps taking us a funny way, or having to go back, or leaving our, like, forgetting to take the keys, certain things like that I just think it's giving me tummy vibes of going, don't do it. So
yeah, so we're going to check it. We're going to continue today as planned. I'd even done my board up real nice. I'd even HD. I'd even colour coded my board to get us to Broome with the times, the kilometres, what we were going to do. Oh, the other thing is all of this is closed as well.
Yeah, so there's literally nothing we can do here.
No. The Lichfield Loop is like 192 k's that comes off the main highway, loops round, and there's all of these things along the way. You have to pay a $10 national park fee to the indigenous owners, but all of those things are closed. I think there's one Florence viewpoint is available.
That's it.
But that's literally it. I really wanted to go to Lichfield as well. It was one of the main reasons to coming up to Darwin. So if we can't go there, it means we're gonna have to come back at some point, or do the drive again in the
100%
in the dry season.
Yeah. So we have decided on.
Ready? Here we go. Miserable.
Let's do a highway.
Oh no, council van. Don't expect anything from them. Yeah,
Two cars. It's busy.
Toss a coin to your printer. Jokes. Do we
The
just?
pins like this small.
They go all the way through the boards.
Just.
I could push that back through if I wanted to. Alice Springs. Oh, it works again.
The torch works.
We're good. Stop working. There are a lot more gyms down that way though. We can talk about gyms another time.
It's donkey.
We'll talk about gyms another time. Remind it.